General Motors previews talking cars, and a new round of trade restrictions was announced last night. Jane King is at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more in today's Morning Business Report.
Good morning. President Trump has announced substantial new sanctions on Russia's two biggest oil companies as frustrations in Washington grow over the war in Ukraine. Oil is one of Russia's largest sources of revenue. Meanwhile, Trump is still scheduled to meet with China's president next week. The White House may curb exports to China made with U.S. software. Disaster recovery is a big business, and in fact, it's contributing more and more to economic growth. The U.S. economy has grown by $20 trillion since 2000 to $29 trillion last year. And about $7.7 trillion of that, or 36% of all the growth in the GDP, is spending related to recovering from or preparing for disasters. That's according to Bloomberg Intelligence. Stocks fell yesterday as investors worried about fresh China and Russia trade issues. Disappointing earnings from Netflix also weighed on shares. Well, nearly a quarter of American workers didn't take any of their vacation days this year. A survey from FlexJobs found there are a few reasons why workers may be reluctant to take time off. Workload was a major concern. 43% felt they had too much work to take vacation. 30% worried about falling behind. And 25% of workers said their manager would likely respond in a discouraging way if they asked to take a full week off. General Motors unveiled new technology features that include an artificial intelligence assistant that people can talk to while they drive. Beginning next year, GM said it will offer Gemini, which is Google's AI system, in vehicles, and drivers and passengers will be able to ask Gemini for restaurant recommendations, directions, and information from the owner's manual for the car. And then in 2028, GM said it will introduce a more advanced version of the driver assistance software called Super Cruise that will allow drivers to take their eyes off the road when they're on the highways. From the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with your Morning Business Report.